When I first started my weight loss journey, exercise was the easy part. It was changing unhealthy eating habits that proved to be extremely difficult. I lacked serious control over my diet and would eat these enormous portions: cereal, ice cream, fried foods, you name it. But everything changed when I started to intermittent fast. One of my best friends growing up had been doing intermittent fasting for a very long time, so I would frequently reach out to him and ask him questions about it. To this day, I am still very grateful for his advice and continual support. In total, I went from 270 pounds to 200 pounds in about 15 months, but it wasn't until I implemented intermittent fasting that I really saw a consistent weight loss, not to mention an increase in self-control and awareness. Basically, everything I was lacking in regard to diet and self-control was fixed by intermittent fasting. So, I am truly excited to share with you today more about intermittent fasting, the benefits I saw firsthand, and also provide some tips that help me find success with it over the long term. If you find the information in this video helpful, please leave a like and subscribe to see more on my weight loss journey with tips on making health simple and sustainable. Now, what is intermittent fasting? Simply put, it is when you decide to go without food or fast for a certain length of time. The duration of the fast can vary, which means it can fit most people's schedules. During the fasting period, drinking water, black coffee, or other zero-calorie beverages is good. Having lots of liquids is essential for weight loss in general, but also helps keep you full while fasting. Although counting calories is not required during your eating time frame, I've noticed the best results by consuming good or healthy calories that are nutrient dense. Many foods out there are healthy, delicious, and can really fill you up. So how does intermittent fasting accelerate fat loss? For starters, there's ketosis. When fasting, it is common to enter this state much faster than when not fasting. Ketosis is when the body burns stored fat rapidly and primarily burns fat for energy. Next is food awareness. Sometimes it's very easy to eat without even noticing it. Snacking tends to happen way less when you're paying attention to when you can and cannot consume calories. Also, healthy liquids. Intermittent fasting reminds me of the importance of getting enough liquids in each day, which also aids in weight loss. And there's longer fat burning. The fasting period allows your body to digest food, then start burning fat and keep burning it for a longer period of time. So what are some of the common intermittent fasting schedules out there? There are many different fasting schedules, believe it or not. After testing out a couple of different schedules myself, I found one that really works great for my family and work schedule. And that is the 16-8 schedule, where the fast portion lasts 16 hours with an 8-hour eating window. This is the type of intermittent fasting schedule that I did for a long period of time, and it seems to be one of the more popular schedules. When first starting off, I would eat between 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., then fast for the remaining 16 hours. There's also the 24 schedule. The fast period lasts 20 hours with a 4-hour eating window. This type of fasting schedule may be more challenging to maintain, so just be mindful to not burn out by starting with an unrealistic fasting routine. There's also ADF, or alternate day fasting, where you eat one day, then fast the next. Also 5-2. For 5 days you can eat normally, and then on 2 days of the same week you can consume much fewer calories. This type of intermittent fasting schedule may be a good option for beginners who are looking to ease their way into things. There's also the skip a meal option. This one is pretty straightforward. It is skipping a meal or two once in a while. The last one I want to touch on is OMAD. This stands for 1 meal a day and no limit to calories on what can be eaten for one meal. For best results, however, eating whole, healthy foods is still best. I know there are many options out there, so try not to get overwhelmed. The most important thing, in my opinion, is to start small and find a schedule that works for you right now. Try to maintain that over time. Now onto one of my favorite parts of this video, which is sharing the benefits and success that I've seen personally from intermittent fasting. First off, fasting in general has a wide range of benefits for the body and mind. With me personally, I've noticed this enormous increase in overall clarity and self-control. Instead of always eating and feeling weighed down with food, I would feel tons of natural, clean energy. As mentioned previously, I finally started to see a more consistent drop in weight. It used to be these crazy drops in weight followed by crazy gains in weight. By controlling when I ate, I became much more aware of what I was eating, which allowed me to eat healthier and lose weight faster. Snacking all the time became a thing of the past. I had an incredible feeling of control over when and what I was eating. By utilizing intermittent fasting, I was able to reach my goal of 200 pounds. Now I would like to share with you some success tips I've used that hopefully can be of some use for you too. Tip number 1, please don't go too long without food. When first starting intermittent fasting, for one reason or another, I would sometimes go too long without eating something. Going too long without eating would leave me in this cranky mood with intense cravings. Once I finally ate, I would not feel satisfied and would often look for more unhealthy snacks to fill me up and boost my energy levels. Being prepared is key, both with time management and having healthy snacks on hand. Eventually, I learned to have healthy plus yummy food ready to eat once I broke my fast. That way, I would not be putting off eating. This can be as simple as your favorite fruit or a granola bar. So I would carefully plan to ensure that I could eat a healthy snack or meal right once I broke my fast. Sometimes I would have a meeting come out of nowhere, but I would make sure to have a healthy snack ready to go. Tip number 2 is to customize fasting rules to work for you. I found incredible success through intermittent fasting, but I was definitely not 100% perfect. Being consistent most of the time is key. I made these little adjustments to my fasting schedule. In other words, I wasn't too strict. For example, in addition to liquids, I would also allow myself to eat fruit during my fasting period. I know, I'm so bad, right? I am not a big breakfast person, so I would be fine in the mornings, but after 6 p.m., I would sometimes eat fruit, which would go a long way to combat cravings. Additionally, many fruits are mostly water and thus easier to digest. Tip number 3, don't forget hydration. I truly cannot emphasize how important it is to stay hydrated during both your fasting and eating windows. Drinking a lot of water throughout the day helped me stay full, and black coffee in the mornings also worked wonders for me. Coffee has many benefits. The biggest benefit I noticed was a decrease in cravings and an increase in energy. I wouldn't drink it every day, but maybe just a few days a week. Another fantastic drink I enjoy is hot honey lemon water. It's both refreshing and tastes amazing. I would also have zero sugar sodas and artificially sweetened drinks like Crystal Light. I try to drink these in moderation and not have them as much. And tip number 4 is to stay active throughout the day. Staying active and moving is crucial for weight loss and is even more powerful when combined with intermittent fasting. It's important to note that everybody is different, but I personally didn't seem to have any problems exercising during my fasting period. Some may find it easier, however, to exercise during the eating window. Just make sure to stay hydrated and ease your way into things. 2 of the most effective ways I stay active is to go on walks and do housework. I hope that some of my experiences can help those wanting to better understand intermittent fasting, or for those who want to see someone who has found success with it. Everyone comes from different walks of life and has different needs. Consulting with a health professional is always a good idea before jumping into a new diet or weight loss strategy. Now comment below with your thoughts and or experiences with intermittent fasting. See you next video.